Donald Trump has lost his battle in the government shutdown, border wall, so-called crisis. I guess we can't really say yet whether Donald Trump has won or lost the war on this issue, but this one battle is one where that has seen Donald Trump go down in flames. Trump has agreed to reopen the government without one single penny for his silly border wall, and he has opened government with the same deal that Senate Republicans passed in December before we saw any of this nonsense even get going. We saw airports slowing down to nearly a halt in some cases, federal workers in such dire financial straits that some of them ended up having to go to food pantries in order to feed their families. 35 or however many days it was in the end, and Donald Trump achieved nothing. He's back at square one with possibly the exact same situation facing him in 3 weeks, because after this longest shutdown in history, this is just a stopgap measure. This is something that Trump has said, if he doesn't get a deal he likes by February 15th, he will shut it down again. And then he says he likely will declare a national emergency to commandeer funding from the military for the border wall. That would be the crisis. There's no actual immigration crisis. Trump using this to justify a national emergency and take money from the military actually would be the crisis. And one of the biggest problems with this whole strategy is that other than ignorant, low information Trumpists, nobody believes that undocumented immigration is a crisis. Even conservatives who want a wall in general understand it's not an acute crisis, and shutting down government over this is a mistake. And forget about the fact for a second that undocumented immigration has been diminishing as a problem for a decade or longer. Even since Trump took office, immigration numbers have been improving. If this is a crisis today, then it was a way bigger crisis when Donald Trump was inaugurated and he had both the House and the Senate, but he didn't do anything about it then. Why did Trump wait until now to say that he now needs border wall funding or he's shutting down the government? Oh, right. Democrats took over control of the House. So in a total major loss, Trump approval is down. Trump got no money for the wall. Trump is still not getting his State of the Union speech tomorrow. As far as we currently know, he and Nancy Pelosi are going to need to agree on a new date on which they will be doing that. And Trump has endangered his obviously ridiculous status as an alpha male negotiator who gets deals done, because this is the opposite of how to negotiate. Huge, drastic actions with massive political risk end up getting Trump no closer to what he wants, which in this case is money for the wall. And the biggest damage that Trump may have done is to himself here. It's making it more likely that he will have a serious primary challenger in 2020. A few close associates of Trump are now saying that not only has all of this shutdown stuff taken away time and energy from Trump actually starting to get going on his plan to get himself reelected in 2020, they are saying that the shutdown plus the recent indictment of Roger Stone, that all of this stuff have Trump's aides thinking it is more and more likely that there's going to be a serious Republican primary fight, which would be awesome. That would be a fantastic thing. And I'm getting tweets all weekend. I was getting tweets from Trumpists saying, just wait to see how Trump is going to win this thing in 3 weeks when February 15th comes around and the stopgap of 3 weeks ends. All right, let's wait and see what happens. I've seen no evidence so far that Trump is capable of the kind of long-term thinking that would be required for such a plan. But we'll see. I'm on Twitter at @Pakman. I want to hear from you about this. What do you think about how this entire thing went down and ultimately ended? And follow the show on Twitter at David Pakman Show as well. Much more to talk about. Glad you're with us on this Monday. Quick break and back with more after this. One of today's sponsors is privacy.com/Pakman, which is a free service that I myself use. Really useful in many different ways. Takes just a few seconds to link your debit card to privacy.com. Then you can create virtual credit cards that are linked directly to your bank account, and you use those virtual credit card numbers to buy things online, which protects your actual debit card so that it's not spread all over the internet. And one of the best things about it is how their mobile app and browser extensions for Chrome and Firefox make it really easy to use. Let's say, for example, that I'm signing up for a David Pakman Show membership. In the credit card number field, I already see the privacy.com icon. I just click it, choose which of my virtual credit cards I want to use, and the credit card number, expiration date, and security code are automatically entered. I can put in any zip code I want, and I'm done. And if you try to use my credit card number that you just saw on the screen, it doesn't matter because I've already deleted that virtual card, and that's the beauty of privacy.com. There are a ton of advantages to using a free service like this. For example, you can sign up for as many free trials as you want, then just delete the virtual credit card you used and never worry about getting charged for it. It protects you from getting hacked. It protects you when companies are hacked, which happens all the time. It is all completely free. All you have to do is click the link under this video to get started. And for a limited time, they're giving everyone in our audience $5 towards your first purchase when you sign up using that link.